If you're watching this video and you want to cut down or stop drinking alcohol completely, then you've come to the right place. In this video, I'm going to give you 6 steps to help you achieve this goal. Now, there are lots of reasons why you might want to stop drinking alcohol, but whatever your reason, the good news is that anyone can stop or cut down, and if you're thinking about removing alcohol from your life, you're not alone. In fact, to prove this, if you're watching the video and you want to start this journey, post your reasons and the date you plan to cut down or quit alcohol in the comments section, and let's see if this community can support you as you embark on this journey. Now, before we cover the 6 steps, it's really important that if you're dependent on alcohol, you should consult your doctor or other health professional before stopping or cutting down. And that's because if you're in this situation, stopping drinking suddenly can cause physical withdrawal symptoms like shaking, sweating, or nausea, and it can be dangerous to do so without the right support in place. On the other hand, if you're not dependent on alcohol, well, here are 6 tips to help you cut down or stop. Step 1 is understanding why you want to quit or cut down on alcohol. Now, it's really important to start with your why, because this is going to be the big motivating factor inside you that's going to keep you going through the tough times, because if I'm being honest, this can be a really tough journey and it won't necessarily be easy. Now, the why factor behind cutting down or stopping drinking is going to be personal to you, but it might be to improve your health, to save money, or perhaps to be a role model for your children. Now, whatever your why is, write it down and try to keep it visible. Now, this might be through automated reminders that you set each morning on your phone alarm, or perhaps in the evening, or a sticky note that you leave on the fridge or mirrors around the house. Now, step 2 is to try and set a specific date. Now, when you've made the decision to quit or cut down on alcohol, commitment is the key thing. It's really important to choose a date within the next 2 weeks. And that's because it gives you enough time to prepare, but it doesn't give you enough time to change your mind. Now, like I said earlier on in the video, write down your quit or cut down date in the comment section of the video, and let's see if we can get a community supporting each other around this, because this is going to be a tough journey, but if we've got people backing each other and supporting each other, then that can be a really powerful and motivating factor. Now, step 3 is to try and get support. So I would recommend potentially telling your friends and family that you're aiming to cut down or stop drinking alcohol. And if you feel comfortable doing so, you can explain your reasons why. This way, you can share your successes with them, and they'll also understand why you started turning down drinks or trips to the pub, for example. Now, reminding yourself and the people close to you why you want to stop drinking can help keep you on track, and it might even encourage someone else to give up or cut down with you. Now, I've included some links to useful resources in the description box of this video, including a free app called Try Dry, which can help keep you motivated, and it's worth trying this out. Step 4 is to try and avoid temptation. So now you've made that decision to cut down or stop drinking in the early stages, it's a good idea to avoid situations where you might be tempted to drink. This could mean opting out of the weekly pub trip, or maybe going to restaurants that don't sell alcohol, or simply volunteering to drive, and this is going to give you a good excuse not to drink. Also, it's worth thinking about what to do when you go grocery shopping. Now, my advice is to try and avoid going down the alcohol aisle altogether to minimize your risk of temptation. Now, step 5 is to try something new. By this, I mean try doing something different to replace when you might be drinking. So for example, if you were to get home and drink in front of the TV after work, why not do something active instead, or maybe try pick up a new skill? Similarly, it's worth trying different activities with friends other than going to the pub. So maybe this might mean a trip to the bowling alley, a hike in nature, or going to the cinema. Now, if you suggest it first, then they may get on board more easily. Now, step 6 is just to try and enjoy yourself. Stopping drinking alcohol is a really huge step, but it can lead to some really positive changes in your life. Now, like any big change, there might be times when it doesn't feel easy, so it's really important to reward yourself with something as you make progress. It's equally important not to be too hard on yourself if you slip up every once in a while. Now, an easy way to keep track of how you're doing and keep your motivation up is to give yourself short-term goals. Perhaps you could firstly aim for an alcohol-free week. If this goes well, you could move on to an alcohol-free month. But don't be too hard on yourself and just try to be realistic. Finally, what might be some potential side effects from cutting down or stopping drinking alcohol? So even if you haven't necessarily been what you consider a heavy drinker, it's possible that you're going to experience some short-term side effects when you stop drinking. Now, some people can feel a little bit irritable, shaky, or tired, or find that they've got poor concentration, difficulty sleeping, or bad dreams. Now, these symptoms can happen even if you used to drink at a relatively low level if you were drinking regularly. For some people, they pass quite quickly and tend just to be temporary. But if you experience the symptoms for more than 5 days after stopping, or they're bothering you, then it's worthwhile speaking to your doctor or health provider. Now, as I mentioned, if you're a very heavy drinker, then stopping can cause alcohol withdrawal symptoms. Now, these physical withdrawal symptoms can include trembling hands, sweating, headache, nausea, vomiting, the heart racing, and a lack of appetite. In severe cases, symptoms can include convulsions, fever, and even hallucinations. And that's why for people who are alcohol dependent, it's really important that you talk to a knowledgeable health professional before you stop drinking. Your doctor will be able to prescribe medications that can help, or you can usually refer yourself to a specialist alcohol team to support you with this journey. I've included some really useful resources in the description box of the video to help you, including a great website called DrinkAware, plus lots more useful resources like the Try Dry app that I mentioned earlier to support and help you on this journey. Now, all that leaves me to say is thank you for watching the video, and if you think someone could benefit from this video, please do consider sharing it with them and let me know how you get on in this journey. I would absolutely love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye.